right, this is the Sage Wanderer, and I am out and about today. As you might be able to tell from my background, we are absolutely up in the mountains. For those of you that live in the middle of the country and claim you have mountains, well, these are, well, unless you live in the Colorado area, there's some big mountains there, the biggest ones. Ours are prettier, though. They have more trees. So we're deep in the Oregon forest. I wanted to talk a little bit about the mainstream media's absolute hysterical and ridiculous obsession with gun control. So I think it's time that those of us on the right stop arguing the bits and pieces of the Second Amendment and skip right past to the roots of the Second Amendment. So excuse me if I don't look at the camera, but you know, I'm absolutely keeping an eye on the road because it is, it's windy up here. So, hey, we're about to go in a tunnel. I hope it doesn't get too dark on us. The Second Amendment is not just a document that grants us our rights. Our rights to freedom of speech, our rights to freedom of movement, our rights to keep and bear arms, our rights against unlawful search and seizure. These are absolute human rights that were only enumerated in the Bill of Rights. That they're not the thing that, the Bill of Rights isn't the thing that grants us our rights. The amendments to the Constitution that apply to the rights of a human being are simply recognizing God-given, inalienable. That means no one can take them away from you. Nothing can separate me from my rights. If you repeal the Second Amendment, people on the left, hear this. It doesn't take away my right to keep and bear arms because it's a basic human right. And so, you know, you are going to have to live with guns in America as long as people who believe in the Bill of Rights. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. Look, there's snow on the windshield. Just little, it's mixed. It's a snow rain mix.
Careful.
Oh, hey, I'm slipping. All right, slow down, Mom. Yeah, she's just gonna keep going. Anyway, our inalienable rights cannot be taken away from us. And if you try, we will defend ourselves. Okay, I gotta slow down. It's getting hairy. I got snow on the road here. I'm a slip and slide. I need new tires. That's part of it. So, yeah, they're out of their mind if they think we're turning in our guns. Yeah, it's 39 degrees up here. They're out of their minds if they think we're going to turn them in. You know, Charlton Heston once said, "You can have it out of my cold, dead hands." So those of us who are Second Amendment supporters and believers of the Second Amendment, who understand that it's not a granted privilege, but rather a God-given right, we've got to start telling people that. That has to be our new thing to say. It's got to be our new talking point. That these people need to listen and know that if they want to take away our guns, they'll have to do it by force, and we won't give in easily. And essentially this means if you want a gun-free America, you're going to have to come and kill every gun-toting, Second Amendment-believing American. And I really feel like most of us would rather die than live unarmed under tyranny and to accept communism. I don't intend to stand in line for 4 hours to get a roll of toilet paper or a piece of cheese from the government line. And those of you who remember what communism was like before they accepted the free market system, you will know that, it was horrible living under communism. That it is the opposite of prosperity. It is the opposite of freedom. It is the opposite of everything that America stands for. So, I hate to be one of those guys, but you can come take them out of my cold, dead hands. That's the thing we should all say. That's the thing we should all start preaching. Because if we don't, they're not going to get it. And they're going to keep pushing us and keep pushing us. If they got that one fact and understood it, they would either start planning war against people who believe in the Second Amendment right now, or they would just give up and accept the fact that the way to deal with these mass shooters is to keep track of the mentally ill, keep track of people who are politically extreme, keep track of people who, live on the fringe. And that's a bit of a, I mean, I hate to say that, but I would rather put up with that kind of tyranny and intrusion than to put up with, than to give up my guns. So the Second Amendment is either going to stand or it's going to be the thing that we all finally decide to throw down over. All right. I'm going to keep my eyes on the road, guys, because we're in some snow and we're in a little bit of slush. And it's chilly up here on the mountain. So, all right. Peace out.